Hey guys, Dazzler Magic here, and you know what time it is. It's pre-ordering Brothers War cards time, apparently, so while it's a little early and I tend to do this a couple days after release because that's a little bit more accurate, I just thought it would be interesting to see what the market thinks the top 10 most expensive cards in the set are going to be as far as pre-orders that are open right now. So it's not like they're like guessing. You could go buy them right now, it's just you gotta wait to get the cards. So it's top 12 because there's a three-way tie, but let's start with Clay Champion, a mythic. So this is sitting at $10, as are, like I said, the next two. Yeah, I did the math slightly wrong when I initially spoiled this card, but that's what happens when you work way too damn much and record that late on that little sleep. I don't think this is good enough to be 10, and nobody's playing Standard, so I don't see it. Unless it's good in another format, it ain't $10. This is a mythic fee. And by the way, pay attention to how many of these are mythics versus rares, because that usually determines how valuable the box is going to be. But remember, we've basically got masterpieces in there. Formally, they're called the Brothers War Retro Artifacts. Informally, they're called, oh look, masterpieces are back. So I'm obviously not counting them because they're not really in the set, but they are in the packs, which is why, this is why I'm mentioning it, the prices are going to be a little bit lower because they're going to represent a portion of the total value. So next up, we got One with the Multiverse. Yeah, people are going to cheat this in other formats. People are going to ramp into this in Commander. It's just a good card. It's an interesting, other than standard format card. Saw that comment, I think $10 is about right. Next up, Portal to Phyrexia. Oh, I guess I should mention why all these are cropped. I had to grab the images from Card Kingdom, which is where these prices are coming from. Because they're not on the Gatherer yet, I didn't feel like going to try and search online for them. And for some reason, they crop it and artificially put in the border as like 8 additional PNGs. I don't get it. I'm sure they thought they had a reason, but me and my web design and web development degree have a different opinion on that. So the last one here for $9.99 is Portal to Phyrexia. It's a, 9-drop artifact, mythic, of course. And yeah, when it enters the battlefield, your opponent sacks 3 creatures, and at the beginning of your upkeep, put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. It's a Phyrexia in addition to its other types. Yeah, artifacts are generally considered to be the easiest to cheat into play, as in get them in without paying for their costs. So, yeah, shocking. I'm actually surprised it's not like $13-14, but moving on to Arcane Proxy. Not Mono Man, though. He looks like him, but it's not Mono Man. This is his arch nemesis, Mysterio. So he's $12. I mean, a 2-1 for 3 double blue, which I assume is where they're going with that because 7's up there. Although, if you're going to cheat an artifact into play and then you cheat him into play and use it to cheat the spell that cheated him into play back into play, and then cheat something else into play, is that a thing? Did somebody find something to do with this already? Otherwise, yeah, I mean, 3 costs and you get to recast something 2 or less, but oh yeah, it's without paying its mana cost, but still, I don't know. Ooh, you get a 2-1 artifact out of it. I mean, maybe, what, Ensol artifact, that's an aura, isn't it? I don't know, whatever it is, I don't see it, but somebody thinks this is worth $12. They could be wrong, or this could be the next big thing, who knows? Next up, the only rare on this entire list. That don't bode well. $13, Diabolic Intent. Yep, sack a creature, tutor a card, I mean, there you go. Nothing to see here, moving on, we got Gix. $14. Yeah, he's broken his crap. Okay, I don't even care about other formats. Some of that money is standard. I don't know who's left playing it, but if you're playing it, you're playing him. Mono Black went from completely out of control to Lulth cycling out and still being out of control to going back to being still completely out of control to losing one of the best cards and still being out of control. And now he's going to put them way back out of control. So it's kind of like when Mono Red won for like 3 years in a row and they refused to do anything about Goblin Chainwhirler and then that came back to bite him. Yeah, looks awfully familiar to me. I forget what this guy does and I don't care. It's too many words. Let's move on. Mishra claimed by Gix. Why does that one have a... Oh, because it flips. Or melds. He's a meldy boy. So this is apparently $16. I mean, he didn't seem like astonishingly good, but you only really need 1 piece to light it up. If I recall, the other one could be like in your graveyard, but the other piece, Phyrexian Dragon Engine, is a rare, so like there's your mismatch, but it's $7.50, so yeah, I could see it. It's about half the prevalence and it's half the price. I mean, that's pretty much how that works. By the way, does anybody find that a little weird when you got to put 1 and 1 together, and so they printed half of it? Because mythics are like half the prevalence. Not like it's like pool versus per card and blah blah whatever. But like that doesn't seem to add up to me. That seems a little weird. Well, anyway, it's clear to see who won this war because for $1 more at $17, we got Urza, Lord Protector, aka Other Meldy Boy. I mean, yeah, you meld them, it's popping off. I mean, I don't know if people just want them for a collector. They just want to, like, have the two melded together, you know, each of them, and then put them in a frame and put them on the wall or something. I could kind of see that. I don't know, they ain't sold out yet, but they might be, you know, having a little bit of a main character syndrome here when it comes to the price, you know, where they're like, well, we're not going to let them all go because what if people are really into it? And then, you know, in a week and a half, they'll kind of calm down on that. That's my theory. They are very powerful cards, but I think they got the main character premium there. Next up, no surprise here. Awaken the Woods. Yep, Landfall. Oh, and about 3 of you said, well, it'll go into Landfall or an Elves deck. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. I swear, some of these people... I guess if you're not looking at your screen, it summons Forest Dryads, not Elves. Anyway, $18 will get you Phyrexian Fleshgorger. There we go. It's a 7-cost prototype, you know, 3-cost, black, 3/3. Menace lifelink ward, pay life equal to its power. You can't get rid of this thing. I don't think it's $18, but it's good. I mean, I could see it at like 11. I just feel like some of these are high. Maybe some of the people making the prices were high. I don't know. Menace lifelink 7/5 and it's hard to get rid of and you can bring it out early. In that black artifact deck that everybody plays. What are you playing? Phylactery Lich? Like, what? Well, Wormcoil, that was Tron. That wasn't black. I don't know. I haven't played other formats in a while. I mean, it's a good card, but come on, calm down. And the one that really deserves it right here. Second place, although it's tied because it's the same price. $18. Myral Shield of Argive. Holy crap, was she a mistake in Standard. Whenever she attacks, create X/1/1 colorless soldier artifact creature tokens where X is the number of soldiers you control. Yeah, the go wide, mono white, white black, green, white green decks, all of them are hyper powerful right now. She ain't helping. You can convert that crap to soldiers in a heartbeat. And then she suppresses everything on your own turn? Come on. Doesn't stop a board wipe, but it don't hurt. And finally, pissing everybody off in the $20 slot, number 1, it's Teferi Temporal Pilgrim. Oh, okay, well, why don't you just grab Pocahontas real quick, put on your little buckle hat, grab your blunderbuss, get back on the ship, turn that shit around with your magic little time powers, and f*** off back to England. How about that? Oh, bring Markle and Prince Douchebag with you. He can time travel. It doesn't have to be an anachronism. If it just erase them from the timeline or trade them to the Phyrexians. I'm even going to read what this piece of shit does. He enables a bunch of control. There you go. Garbage. I hate him. If you buy this card and play it in anything, you're a terrible person and all your friends resent and hate you. Why do you even own this? Nobody's a fan of him. Nobody's got a Teferi collection, okay? Anybody buying this is playing them, and if that's you, f*** you. Well, I did say it'd circle back to what are the top rares here. Because, yeah, mythics are expensive. Shocker. If it's got some really good, really high dollar rares in it to prop it up, yeah. You're gonna have some money. Oh, and I guess I could mention, yeah, the Transformers cards are in here. The prices aren't great. That's really all I need to say about it. So we had Diabolic at 13. That's number 1. Dragon Engine that I mentioned before, the other meld card, is actually second place, $7.50. Then we got, let's see, $5. Looks like $4. That's a 2-color control spell. I could see that. $4 again. Next one, $3, $3. Oh, pardon me. Nope. That last one is $2.50. Oh, these fell off a cliff quick. $2.50 for that overpowered elf. Come on. Let's see, $2.50, $1.79, $1.50, and that's the land, the weird land. Wow. These rares are worth nothing. That hit $1.50 so quick. That hit under the cost of a pack pretty quick. So, yeah, it's got the effect of, well, you got the old framed whatever the hell things. You got the Transformers cards worth, you know, not nothing, but it depends which one you get and if it's borderless. They could displace 10 to 30% of the cost of a pack. Just on average, that's my projection based on what happened with Masterpieces and some other factors. And the prices I'm looking at right now and some quick math. So I could see it, but man, you add 30% to everything I just said, it's still absolute ass. That is terrible. So this set is going to sell like crap, which, you know, I'm not saying, oh, gloom and doom, it's terrible, oh, end of the world. Look, if a set is really cheap, don't buy the sealed products, wait a little bit, wait a week, buy the singles. If a set is really lucrative like BFZ, don't buy the singles, buy the packs. Sell the singles, trade them in, buy a list for what you really want. You either win or you win. And then you also win if you just don't give WotC any money to send them a message and hope something changes. All three are perfectly valid. In fact, don't even play their game. Like, literally don't play their game. Like by definition, play whatever the hell you want. Standard constructed, you can standard construct D's nuts. Okay, you deconstructed standard constructed into a pile of shit, and now nobody's going near it. It is radioactive. Nobody's touching it. I'm gonna go play kitchen table, whatever the hell I want, appropriate power decks with my friends, okay? Try and stop me. And by sheer coincidence, guess what that involves, WotC? Not giving you a penny, so, f you. I'm gonna go watch the Red Wave. I'll see you guys next video. The liberals.